foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On first down, Flacco.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Flacco from midfield. The completion to Riddick. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions.
And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler, takes to midfield but no further, just a yard there.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Rivers now from the 50. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
You go tight. You got tight.
Left. Hey, echo.
Go, Mike 34.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He's coming. We got double. Load it. Room. Hey, shoot.
Third and long for Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton, 89 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Regular.
At the 42-yard line.
Watch the pass.
57 the mark.
Roger, 5-0. Here we go.
Bang, 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 bang. Switch.
On 2nd and 2, Flacco. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Ready.
Check. Lucky.
Joe Lee.
47-yard line.
Say hi.
On the ground, it's Reddick. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Flacco.
Pass intended for Theo Riddick. Incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
Gun.
Here we go. 44's the mic.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Set, 180.
Now Gordon on first down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 43-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
That's it, baby. We go first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Yellow.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. This is Riddick on the screen. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Gun.
SOS.
Now Flacco. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Check. You're over here. Check.
Yeah, step away.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Rock it.
Flacco from the gun. Open man here is Hamilton. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Flacco. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
Hey, Alpha.
Fofo to Mike. Mike's Fofo. Too little, cut. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Looking for Pryor long. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Set. We're okay. We're okay. 390.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Keep it skinny. Hey, Delta.
Hatchet.
Wait, 89.
First down, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Check.
Buffalo one. Red Delta.
Let's see it.
Hey, 5-7. 300.
On second down, Rivers again. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Rivers now, and the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Take it at the 37. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 6.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Looking for Pryor long. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Flacco. Screen pass to Lindsey.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They'll cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Room. 5.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
Behind.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Check.
Hey, Rocket.
Check.
Hey, Orbit. Hey, Rocket.
Check.
Check. Behind.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And McManus able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Slam. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Rerun.
Throwing again. Rivers on the screen. This is Eckler. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Black 15. Hey, Delta. You.
25. Check 25.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Slam. Slam.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 2nd and 7, Flacco. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He'll find Lindsey here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
2nd and 10. At the
Behind,
Chargers' 43-yard line.
Get in. 3 wide, 3 wide. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Check your hot read. Shift. Watch the shift.
Nice.
Throwing on 2nd down, Flacco. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Check 31. Check.
Hey, exit.
Passing play, Flacco. He's got his tight end Fant. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Here's Flacco. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jerry Tillery gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Hurry up.
To pass, Flacco. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Gun. No.
Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. On 2nd and 9, Rivers, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off. Usually,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. To see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Flacco looks to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. After the sack on first down, Flacco, Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Rivers hands to Melvin Gordon. He was brought down by Bob Miller. 4 yards on the pickup.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hey, let go.
34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him.
Here's Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here's Ty Long now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He's back to throw. Down goes Joe Flacco in the end zone. It's a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Set 180, 380.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through.